Hi, my name is Kevin Eyster. I am Division Vice President of the West for Hope Family Wines. My start date was February 2001. I grew up in central Pennsylvania in a shithole called Altoona, and I live now in Austin, Texas I've been there for on and off for 27 years. So what was my aha moment in the wine industry? I would have to say, it began by falling ass backwards into the wine industry. And, I was definitely a fish out of water in the beginning. And I was moved as a buyer to Chicago in '96. And at that point, Chicago was a really down and dirty place to do business. So it was kind of a baptism by fire, but I absolutely loved the competition. And I was a buyer for a retail company, and it really, it was like doors open wide. And to me, it really scratched something that I didn't know was possible. So from then on, I was hooked. I wanted to be part of this business, and eventually, even early on, I wanted to represent something that I believed in. So happy to say I'm doing that now. What do I like most about Hope Family Wines? I think it is, the diversity that our team has, and really, again, the level of commitment that the family has to an area. Being, established here since '78, I think there's real girth to that. There's a great story behind it, and the fact that this family came into the business from the ground up, from the agrarian side of the business, I think it really sets them apart from many of the other stories out there. Yeah. My favorite memory has been those moments where we can kind of come together. Obviously, through a pandemic, those times have really been far and few between. But when we come together to do a market blitz, or really come in and almost kind of take over a city or a town or a distributor, and really get to kind of sprinkle the seeds of who we are, and forever leave, I think, that indelible fun and positive message well after we're gone. There's still incidents of distributors and networks that recall blitzes or a time that we were in the market that were very impactful and left a meaningful sort of experience to those teams. What do I hope for in the future? I think that it's a continuation of, expanding on what we're doing right now. I know from a production side, the wines have never been better. I think our engagement with distributors and the community and the consumers can only continue to improve. It's the mediums by which we're doing that, to social media and things like this are, I think, a step in those steps forward, and how we can continue to relay the message of what we're doing. Hobbies outside of work. So I have 2 teenage daughters. I'm involved in their lives as much as they'll let me be. I'm almost at the point where I'm coming back to being cool. I wasn't there for a while. But personally, I love to be in the kitchen, making a mess. My wife is OCD, so she's cleaning up as I'm making a mess. No friction there. But outside of that, I grew up playing golf, and I was also a wrestler. It's difficult to find anybody to wrestle with anymore. That's kind of awkward and weird. But I'm still playing golf, and I've got an insane crew that I play with every Sunday that they're some of the best friends of my life. I think, what would I like people to think before buying a bottle of our wine? I think, so much of buying behaviors can become ingrained, and people tend to go back to what they know. But I think, we're charged with relaying the the stories and the quality that every step of the way that is made producing our wine, from our relationship to the vineyards, to the health of the vineyards, to regenerative farming, and giving back to the land so that this project and what we're doing is sustainable over many years.